trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean on not your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him. He shall direct the path. If you have God first in your life, everything is going to go exactly the way it needs to be. Trust on his understanding, like he will lead the way. In 2024, it's a new year. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's a new year, new me. If you ask God to take this relationship away or financial blessings, God's gonna bless you with it, but you also got to do the work also. Pray, you got to worship. Hey you guys, I'm Juliana. Welcome back to my channel. So y'all, this is typically not the normal video you guys will see on here. You guys don't normally see me sitting down doing a sit down video. This is something new coming to my channel, and I prayed and I asked God to lead me to do some other stuff that's different. You typically know me doing vlogs or day in my life or all that sorts of lifestyle type of content. I kind of want to do a little switch up. I don't even know if I want to edit this video because that's how blunt and real I want to be with y'all. I just want to show you guys nothing is perfect. Nothing goes as planned. Sometimes I mess up on my words, stuff like that. Just show you guys the realness and all of that. And if you guys know, if you guys are one of my supporters or my followers or anything, you guys know that I am real, I am blunt, and I keep it real with y'all. I prayed and I asked God to lead me to do a video like this because I know deep down inside that I am different, and I know that he has called me to do something. It took me a long time to get to that. Growing up, I was a typical quiet girl, especially in school and all of that. Around family, everybody knows my family. I'm quiet. I don't really talk that much. I keep to myself, and that's literally how I'm always been. Since I decided to do YouTube, it has kind of got me out my shell more, and I thank God for that. I thank God for giving me this platform to speak to you guys and stuff like that, because this has helped me so much. I know it sounds like I'm about to cry, y'all. This has helped me so much as a person grow, speak out more, and just express, just be my real self. I'm always known as that quiet girl, and stuff changes, you know. I just thank God for giving me that platform. Like I said, we're going to dive into today's video, and I'm just going to be real and blunt with you guys because this is just something I've always wanted to do, and I've always had the thought in the back of my mind. But let me tell y'all something. I have let the world or content creating, the internet, social media change my perspective on stuff. Like, I felt like I needed to fit in when it came to content creating. Like I said, the typical day in my lives, vlogs, keeping up with different content creators, knowing that God gave me my own path. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like nowadays, us as young people, or people, you know, just in general, any age, that we get caught up with worldly things, what somebody else is doing. We have to sit back and realize that God gave us our own path. He designed us to go a different route than somebody else, and we see ourselves compared to other people. I'm not gonna lie, that's where I was in a certain point of my life when I, as a YouTuber, content creator, or whatever you want to call it. I compared myself to a lot of people or their route or how they were going, because as you guys know, as a YouTuber, the ultimate goal is to get 1,000 subscribers and all of that good stuff. And that's anybody's goal, because you work so hard building this following and, you know, just these followers, and you want to reach this goal because monetize, you know, being monetized. And that's all good and all, but when I started my channel, I told myself not to think about monetizing, get monetized or anything. But I knew in the back of my mind, I always wanted to reach 1,000 subscribers, because that just made me feel like, okay, I made it. I'm not at the top, but I'm on the right route. Like, you know, like, that's the requirement. But I never went into it thinking about money, because I feel like, I'm always felt like this: if you thought about the money, it's going to be a hard, long process, because you're just trying to get this, you know, you're trying to get the money. And the money sounds good and all, but you're not really, like, for me, enjoying what you're doing. I enjoy being a YouTuber, content creator, all of that good stuff. I had asked God to lead me in a different route, because I feel like everybody's doing the same thing on social media, trending, all the trends, trying to be like this person, that person. I don't want to be like that. I really don't. I don't want to be like how everybody else is being. He's blessed me in every way possible. I got a roof over my head. I got a great husband, a healthy, beautiful baby boy. He has blessed me in so many ways, and I am living in what I actually prayed for. We don't sit here and realize the season that we're in. Like, I would think about also how me as a person, like I said, comparing myself to other people, how, oh, they're going this route or they're going that route. Why haven't I got to this goal? Why haven't I reached 1,000 subscribers? Why haven't I did this yet? Or all of this good stuff. But then I think about, yeah, this is not my route to go yet. And I need to be grateful for the situation I'm in now. Like, I feel like I was not, you know, grateful for what God has already given me. I didn't take that in mind. Like, I didn't take that in. I wasn't realizing that because I was like, what if by a year now God gives me what I've been asking for, whether it's financial freedom or overflow season, you know, like just more than I've asked for, he has. I'm not appreciating the season that I'm in now, because I don't know, from a year's time I could be like this big content creator and then miss the time that he already had gave me. Like, it's already gone, you know, like I don't get those moments back. Once I started getting that in my mind, like I'm thankful for where I'm at now and not trying to go ahead and jump ahead of stuff, that made me realize so much stuff. Made me just realize that, like I said, going my own path. I'm grateful for what I do have. I don't know who's watching this or if you guys need this. Just know that God has a plan for you. And I know it's hard that we live in this worldly world. It's so hard to compare your lifestyle and your life to other people because social media has made it seem like you got to be at this level, you got to have this by the age of 20, you got to have this type of car, that type of car to fit in, or this job, or this money, or all of that stuff. And I just want to let you know, God has given you a certain path to go on. He has directed you in another path than everybody else. Everybody's on their own timing. And the only reason why I'm speaking about this is because of my personal experience. As you guys know, I recently hit 1,000 subscribers back in November, and I thank God because that is something I literally prayed for. He literally answered my prayers. I just knew that this is the route I'm supposed to go, and it was kind of blurry. I was nervous at first, you know, making this video because this is not my typical video, but I asked God, give me the words that you want me to say and speak to other people because somebody else might need this. I'm not perfect by all means, but I do know the word of God. This has just been on my mind for the longest. I try not to plan out what I'm going to say because that do not go well with me. Like, I'm strictly talking from the heart, y'all. This whole video is about trusting God and his plan for your life because, y'all, I kid you not, it do get hard and you gotta have faith. And when I started applying like my faith and I kept going and I kept thanking God for where I was, I know you like, God, like, girl, what are you looking at? Y'all looking at, I'm in my closet, y'all. I set like a little office up in my little closet. It's not perfect, but we making what we gotta do, okay? Applied my faith and I kept, you know, praying, maintaining, climbing, praising God. What he has given me, everything just started falling into place, you know? Like, I feel like this year of my life, I have been closer to God more than ever in my life. You know, I always pray day and night throughout the day. This past year, 2023, has showed me I needed God more than ever. If you guys don't know, if you guys are new, I did have my son back in 2023. I'm 21 years old too, by the way, y'all, so I'm a young mom. It was very challenging for me because I always knew also I wanted to be a mom, but I didn't know at this young of an age. I didn't know like I was going to be a mom so early, and I thank God for this. I honestly think this was my purpose, to be a mom. I knew like this is what I was set and I was designed to do also, y'all, was to be a mom. Like, that's no doubt about it. And be a wife. I also prayed for my husband back when I was young, which is crazy. Like, it was real young, like 16, like when I was living at my mom's house. I remember praying and asking God to send me a man of God, and my husband is exactly that. It's just crazy how God gives you exactly what you want. You ask him and he's gonna ship it out. Like, he's shipping out the package. You ask him for this and he's shipping it out, but the thing is, you don't know when you're going to get it, and that right there is why you have to have faith. This video is all over the place, and I don't know if anybody's going through financial problems, through marriage problems, if you school, you know, it's a new year, financial problem, y'all. I know that's a big one. Today's world, everything's like a lot right now, and just know you're not the only one, y'all. You're not the only one. Last year, on the first day of the year, I remember writing in my old journal. In this journal, I remember writing down overflow season. Let me tell you, God always makes a way when there's no way. Me and my husband's a young marriage couple starting out. It's hard, but he always makes a way, which is the goodness of God. Like how he just makes it when we feel like there's no way to turn, just feel like giving up. He always makes a way. And that's why I really want to just talk about this. I remember writing this in my journal, y'all. It's the verse is Proverbs 3 verse 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean on not your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him. He shall direct the path. Once I realized it's not my way, it's God's way, it's God's timing, everything just changed, y'all. I thought in the back of my mind, especially first starting out, okay, I'm going to get all these subscribers. I'm going to, you know, take off and branch off. That can happen. I didn't. I feel like I was being consistent, trying to keep up what everybody else was doing. And that right there what messed me up, I feel like. And now I'm at the point where I'm done with that. Like, I asked God to give me the word. Give me your word to speak, Lord. And let me speak to other people that's my age. Because I feel like young people, not even young people, but as I'm just being blunt and honest with y'all, my generation, Gen Z, I feel like we need God more than ever. Look at today's world. You just see like how stuff is nowadays. But the Bible speaks about that, how stuff is supposed to happen. It's just so crazy how we let the world change our perspective and our minds and let the devil get in there and just change everything, just corrupt and mess with us. Like, we get anxiety, we get nervous, we get discouraged. And I'm here to tell you that with God, all things are possible. If you want to start a YouTube, if you want to start a business, if you want to do anything, whatever you want to do, start this new career, just know you ask God and he's going to bless you. If you have God first in your life, everything is going to go exactly the way it needs to be. I just know how hard it is when you're trying to keep going and you're trying to build your life with God. It can be challenging because you got your own self you're dealing with. You got the world. You got everything else. And it's hard to keep your faith. It seems like nowadays we ask God for what we want, we get it, and we forget about him. I just want you to know that trust God with all that you have, and just lean on, like the verse said, Proverbs 3 verse 5 through 6. Trust on his understanding, like he will lead the way, and he will, y'all. Trust and believe that. This is a new year. It's 2024. I know this is kind of different on my channel, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just asked God to make me different from everybody else. If you're new and you're struggling and you're trying to figure out which way to go, you welcome God in your life and you ask him, and you know, you invite him in, whatever you need, and he will provide at the end of the day. And it's 2024, it's a new year. You asking God to take this relationship away, a relationship, or you'd want this person out of your circle or your friend group, or financial wealth or financial blessings, or you want to be a YouTuber, content creator, start a business, just know you also got to apply the work. You got to do the work too. God's going to bless you with it, but you also got to do the work also. He's going to give it to you, but also you got to be disciplined. You got to apply everything too. You got to pray. You got to worship. You got to get all into that also. How you think God's going to bless you with something and you're not putting in the work? That's what I had to realize too. And once I started changing that around, everything started slowly falling into place. Like I said, y'all, I don't even know if I'm going to edit this video. I know things can get tough. With God, all things are possible. And if you like videos like this, make sure you comment down below, subscribe. I said we reached 1,000 subscribers back in November, and I'm extremely thankful. And I thank God for this blessing. And I thank God for giving me this platform when you amazing people that supported me. It really means a lot. This is a new year and we're walking in this year. All 2024 is for God. So that is today's little message, y'all. 2024 is for God, and Happy New Year. So guys, when you think about this year, think about 2024 for God. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, subscribe if you want to see more, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.